So do that against a CR of 1.
Okay.
Let's see what you do.
2 for me. 1 success.
Hey, okay.
0 failures.
So you have
a killer fashion sense.
you feel like you've
Thank you.
you're
Thank
like
you.
doing you're
Okay, it's okay when you make the puns, but when we make the puns.
No, I wish I had thought of that.
Oh.
High five, bro. Yes.
That was not me going, "Ooh, that was a terrible joke." I love that. So you get him sort of wrapped up in here, and you can feel that it's like you're doing some damage to it, and you have him sort of locked up now. You have him in a little dress lock, I guess.
He looks real good.
Looks great.
Right.
Purple is his signature color.
Oh my God. Nan, it's you're the only one left. So what do you want to do?
Well, the monkey I'm fighting is very jealous that he's not wearing a dress right now.
Yeah.
I want to stab him. I'd like to stab him.
Okay.
CR
of 1.
1? Mm-hmm. I wasn't sure if the tail gave him a bonus. 1 success and 1 failure, but the success I rolled was a 6. I don't know if that matters.
It doesn't, but that's great.
But I feel better about it.
Sure. Again, you have like another pass at him where you're like, you lunge for him with your dagger and he like sidesteps. You're in like this weird Michael Jackson video while everybody else is just like choking their dress or like smashing things to pulp.
Yeah. I got the smart one.
You did.
It's the leader, clearly,
Yeah.
of the band of monkeys.
The monkey band.
You should
Monkey bands.
you should have like wrapped your wrists together so that you could like have a fair fight.
Yeah.
That's how they used to do back in the old days.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
would do.
When they fought their monkeys.
That's how I have my
Anyway,
gang fights.
when the camera moves for the next dance sequence, I just want to kill him.
So it's
see.
not recorded.
Just
Not gonna come back to haunt you.
no.
He's gonna lunch.
He's gonna lunch with me.
Yeah.
Thank God, I'm hungry.
Fair fight. Let's go have a sandwich.
Maybe it turns into a piting contest, and you know, whoever
Sold.
first.
I'm gonna athletics away.
Okay, great. Ooh, dang.
I'm not gonna.
Did you get any successes?
Got a 2 and a 1.
Okay.
I fell down.
He bites you and he does 2 physical damage.
Damn monkeys.
That little bastard.
So do you guys know how your health tracks work? You've got boxes colored in that shows what your maximum is for each of those. If you take damage, you just kind of put a little, like, cross out one of the little circles underneath, and if that number equals the number of max or it exceeds, then you basically get knocked out.
Okay.
Well, that hurt.
Yeah, he bit you. It's a little stingy. Little
Jumped
guy.
up and bit me.
Where did he bite me? Is he still
on the
attached? He's bit me on the Cetapon?
No, he wouldn't still be attached. He sort of like would dive. Well, you tell me, like, how would you have tried to get out of the way of that? Did he catch your arm? Did he catch your side?
I think probably like forearm, and like I was swiping with a dagger, and he just.
Okay, yeah, that feels right. Okay, cool.
He just bit my shirt.
Lily, the one who is struggling in your dress, is actually going to. He's not going to try and bite you. He's going to try and like.
Is he gonna?
He's going to bite his. He's going to try and like gnaw his way through.
He's gonna rip my dress.
Yeah.
He might.
Now he wants it for himself.
Oh, that's fair.
He's like,
It's very
"Excuse
comfortable."
me,
It's true. It
this
is. It's very
should be
flowy.
Yeah.
If you would
Lots
like
of
to resist this,
breeze.
I would say that I'll let you use strike to sort of, or athletics to sort of like struggle against him and hold him still.
All right, we're gonna use strike.
So he's just licking the inside of your dress instead of biting it.
It's delicious.
What do you got?
3 and a 1.
Okay. You can.
We're not good at
You
this.
hear a tearing sound, and you can see his little fangs like pop through your sleeve. You haven't lost your grip on him, but his teeth are starting to come through.
It's like when you take your cat to the vet and they don't want to be inside their carrier.
So they just like
They're just
bite
like
through the little
little-
hole in the box. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was him. So we're back around to the top. Who is next? Rantak.
Go ahead, buddy. You're real excited.
All right,
No,
monkey.
I was not.
All right, monkey pudding.
One doesn't have anything.
Go ahead, monkey pudding.
Oh, okay. We'll go, I guess.
God. Why do we always pick two, like, make a food item out of two things that should not go together? What is it with this show?
I'd like to take my axe steak and not funny. No. Okay.
No, that was good. Thanks for bringing it back.
Yeah.
You refocused us. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Funny now.
We killed it.
No, I would like to pull out my axe and sort of Happy Gilmore, the one that's attacking Nin.
This is not the first time you've done that.
No, it's not.
I don't know how you catch me drinking every time you do it.
He waits for it. He's like, it wouldn't be
What?
funny if I did it now. I gotta wait.
All right, let's do it. The one that's attacking Nin, you said,
So
right?
that is
You don't
my-
want to do that to the one that's
I could.
hold still.
So
Knock
there's,
your sleeve off.
okay, there's my strike. So
And maybe
here's
your arm.
Maybe your arm.
axe
You don't need it.
That's a lot
and
of dice.
CR of 1.
CR of 1.
I love how many dice you roll because there's a chance that you'll roll no
Yeah.
successes, and it's amazing to just whiff and fall down.
That's not going to be
1,
the case
2,
this time.
3, 4, 5, 6 successes, 0 failures.
Epic success!
Oh my God.
That's a double epic success.
Monkey
This is gonna be a
cheddar.
chopped salad.
Is it just his head that comes out?
2 hits last time.
And
Tell me.
So here it's just a double epic success.
It is.
Maybe what could happen
Okay.
is I Happy Gilmore the head off indeed, and the head just so happens to fly into the monkey that's attacking Lily, and it kind of just like dazes that monkey.
Into its head.
Yeah.
Clang.
Like,
What just happened is Jeff rolled a 1.
Yeah, sure. Basically, what I've been doing is rolling their CR dice whenever it's something like that. Like when you did the distraction thing earlier, I'll roll those CR dice, and if they succeed, then they like basically pass their save. But he didn't pass this save, so yeah, sure. So the one that was attacking Nin is definitely dead. Because he was just lining up for another charge, and you just like took him out, and his head flies over and bounces. Now there's like a safer blood on the outside of your dress.
I mean, that
and
could be
there's
washed.
little pokey holes. But
have
the
to
like
mend that.
the head just like smacks right into the one that's in there, and it like shrieks and like freaks out because it can like smell the blood and knows what that is. So he's not like freaking out, but he's probably
Shaken.
scared. Yeah.
He's shaken.
So that's what Rantak does. Well done.
dang it, now I feel bad for the monkeys.
So Nin, Lily,
Don't heal it.
I'm not going to.
don't feel that bad, please.
I'm going to let you go because you have one entangled in your clothing.
All right, I'm going to, let's see, take this opportunity of the stunned and scared monkey to squeeze harder.
She's going to squeeze
And just keep wrapping until it's like,
Oh, God.
yeah, basically.
Okay. Gross.
Let's see, what did we use for that again?
We used strike last time, I believe.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's against a CR of 1. But we're going to say that because he's... I'm going to play with the rules a little bit here. Because he's damaged, he's like distracted from the...
Stunned.
What you call it? Yeah, he's stunned. Then it'll only count for him... A hit for the black die will only count if it's a 5 or a 6
Okay.
for this roll.
Son of a.
All right, well,
All right, well...
success
I gave you a
and
chance.
1 failure. Yeah.
All right. Well, he doesn't release. He doesn't escape.
Release.
You don't like release himself from the dress. So to say. He doesn't escape. He doesn't. You don't kill him. He's just like still wrapped in there. That's
I've got a monkey in my dress.
I'll go.
help.
I can't squeeze him enough.
Oh, my God. I
the
can
taffeta.
stab it. I could stab it.
You just have the dress or the monkey, or both.
Yes.
I've named the monkey Taffeta.
I'm going to stab Taffeta, the monkey,
Don't name it.
through the dress.
never
I
get
already
rid of it.
feel bad enough.
That's what I would like
Okay.
to do. I want to...
So you dash
She
forward
holds
and
it out so that I can stab
here,
between her
stab
hands.
this. Okay.
Do I get any advantage or anything to that? No.
Yes. It's against a CR of 1, but it'll be same thing I just did with her, where it'll only succeed on a 5 or 6.
Well, he resists. He's a wily little monkey.
He
that
is. He's
taffeta.
protected by this magical dress.
Stop having such fabulous clothes.
Sorry.
Well, he gets another chance to try and break out now.
Oh, God.
oh no.
It's like going to be the chest
Are you
burster scene
rolling
Oh,
to
God.
resist this?
Yes.
from Alien. He wiggles out and comes right out through her chest.
Oh,
You got one?
got one.
Okay. His head bursts free of your dress.
Like a
And he
chest.
and he's covered in the blood of his friend because
And glitter, because it's Lilea.
yeah. So this is terrible.
Oh, Jesus. This is awful.
So if he gets another chance to do that, he can free himself entirely from your dress. We're back to you guys. This is taking a
I mean,
long
I could just stab him again. Just
Sure.
like
Like
he
a
popped out. I'll just
like a whack-a-mole. Just
Yeah.
1 success on my part and 1 success on his part.
All right. You hit him, but it's sort of with the flat of the dagger because he's
I just, like,
gnashing
smack him with it.
Yeah, he's thrashing around and you just like slap him a little bit. He's not.
He just spits out a little more glitter. And,
Yeah. Yep, that does nothing.
Do you want to go, Lily, first?
All right, now that his head is sticking out, now for sure I can definitely choke him out.
Okay.
Somehow grab him by the head and like maybe twist.
She wants to pull his head off.
You just.
She's just so
Okay.
pissed.
I don't think that's choking. I think that's like I want to break his
I
neck.
want to break his neck.
Great.
I would
Strike.
Like if I'm opening a jar,
CR still one.
his head is the lid. That's what I'm going for.
Oh, for fork. He succeeds, but so do I.
Yeah. You. So now you've got your hand on his head, and he's twitching around, and you're like one hand is still at the back of the fabric, like keeping him closed in, right? Like he's in the sleeve, right? So you're holding him. You got it like wrapped around so he can't get back, but then you're holding his head with the other one, and he's wiggling around. And he just won't
Our epic
give
battle
up.
today is
He
with
won't give up.
tiny monkeys and fabric.
I know you guys are raising the stakes here.
This is the entire adventure now.
Hold his head there.
Oh God.
Just hold his head there.
Okay.
I'm
Still.
not using the axe. I'm tempted to.
I'm using
but I'm
2
not using the
axes.
axe.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
And I'm going to. I'm just going to go right for the neck with my hand and
Punch
just,
it.
Okay.
like I'm going to crunch. the
This
neck.
is strike.
Crunchy neck.
See how one.
Okay,
1, 2,
good.
3 successes on my parts. No successes on their part. So
That's an epic success. You kill him finally. You guys.
That was exhausting.
Well, good session, everybody.
Yeah, you have a dead monkey in your dress.
That's true.
His head's maybe off.
Is the hole strategic so I can at least make it a slit?
I mean,
Your
Fashion.
sleeve.
it'll take some doing.
I thought it was
Yeah.
in my skirt. That's fine.
It'll take
This
some
whole
doing.
time you thought you had the monkey up your skirts.
good night, everybody.
No, that's where I put him. It's fine.
Once the dust settles, it looks like you guys are now noticing that there were other safers sort of on the periphery that have been watching. They're not attacking, but they're sort of like, whoa.
Like Mad Max.
You can see, yeah, they're all
Safers.
cheering for you. You can see that there are more around. It's probably like they're currently reticent to come down, but
That's good.
I wave. Hi.
like you also get the impression that like
It's an
this is
aggressive symbol.
this is an uneasy sort of stasis that you've reached here.
Alliance, if you will.
No, not really alliance. Good, we hated those 3. Thank you. Those 3 were idiots.
They were the worst. They were always taking our stuff. All right. We should maybe go.
Yeah.
Nan, you know that there's another town nearby that is sort of like a bigger town, one that you've actually heard of.
Okay.
It's called Salamane. If anybody would know more about what is going on here, you know that the sort of communication network is such that the nearby town would probably have something.
All right.
So that's probably your next best lead.
Right. I'll let them know and head off toward the town.
Okay. It's probably a day's journey. So if you guys need to recover anything, you can do that
I've got a monkey bite.
during the trip.
I would like to not have a monkey bite anymore.
Yeah.
I'd help you, but I'm not very
works.
confident in my healing skills right now.
I'll help.
I would help you, but I'd give you a seizure.
You can heal one of the wounds back
Great.
just during that time, unless you're like magically assisting somehow. Otherwise, if you guys used any spells or anything that you get a limited number of during the day, then that gets reset.
Great.
Which I think is probably all of you guys, except for you, Rantak.
Yeah.
'cause you don't.
I use all
spell
my
it.
spell slots.
You
your
can't
slots
spell.
are-
Yeah.
I can't spell.
Talking about Rantak or Ed?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I sure am.
Okay, so you guys were traveling to Salamane, and you're all rested up, and you're as healed as you're going to be for a while, and for the night.
Bad.
So you approach, and this is a much different experience than when you got to Hollow of the Stars. You got here, and there are it's actually a thriving community. You see sentries out in the trees on your way in, and they wave you in. You guys are just traveling. You're clearly no big threat or anything. So they wave you in. You're able to come
Tell
in
it
and
to the
visit.
monkeys.
Right. I kept this one's head.
Put it away, Rantak.
Hey. I want to keep the tail.
It was the tail. It
It was
wasn't
the tail.
Just mix and match the pieces and make your own.
God.
So you approach, and as you're walking up, there's an emissary at the gate, and as you're approaching, he steps forward and bows deeply and says, "Queen Nin, it's a pleasure. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. And the governor would love to speak with you and receive you and host you for a meal this evening if you and your companions would be so amenable."
We would love that. Also, perhaps maybe a place to clean up, as we've been in the woods. And
Yes. Oh,
there's monkey
Goodness.
blood.
we have the finest fairy tailers.
Very
They
tailored.
tell stories
While they mend your clothing.
while they fix your. That's a mess. Come with me, please.
Makeover montage.
Stop.
As you,
I'm good.
You just a
Stop.
mess.
You know, you're messy. You've been slapping heads off of
I
monkeys.
thought you said stop, as in stop the montage.
Stop.
Stop the montage. I'm getting off. I don't want to be here.
Not a part of this.
Let me just start over.
Sulking in the corner.
So,
Montage of you sulking.
Sulk montage.
so you find out that this assistant is named Marn, and he says he's walking you toward the sort of town center. We have lovely guest lodgings in the governor's residence if you would like, but if you'd prefer to stay in one of our inns, we can. There's always room for esteemed guests. Rantak has something to say.
No. Nope.
We'll stay with the governor as long as it doesn't inconvenience him.
Her. Yeah.
Her.
Wonderful. She'll be thrilled. We so seldom have esteemed guests to receive. This is a great day. This is a great day.
Lily. Who's he calling esteemed?
All of us, I think.
You assholes know I'm the queen.
I keep on forgetting. You're not queen, you're Nin.
We
We
did just 5 monkeys.
Nin.
I've been in a tizzy. I just had a makeover montage. My lady.
I don't have any idea what just happened.
To be fair, I don't either. Okay.
So Marn walks you over to the governor's residence. It's sort of the biggest tree in town. They're
built in trees.
I know.
There's retail space on the lower levels,
Gift shop. Governor gift shop.
Yeah. But when you get up sort of to the higher levels, you pass by a couple like landings that are built out. One of them is like a sort of a guard watch post that's overlooking the town center. This is a pretty big town compared to what you just came from. You would classify as a village for sure. It's a very small place. But this is bigger. This is like more metropolitan. Okay. And you keep going up a bit, and you pass by sort of offices. You see a bunch of faeries in more formal, like ceremonial robes and things. These are clearly beings who are going on about like business, right? This is like a work center. When you get up to the residential level, Marn gestures to follow through this doorway. You step inside, and there's this big circular like common area, and there are smaller rooms around the common area. And she says, "Please, by all means, room number 1 is already occupied, but you are welcome to any of the others. There are 6 more rooms. But please, by all means, make yourselves at home, and please let us know if we can be of any service." And she waves over sort of another like assistant type person, and she sets them up in the middle of the common area and says, "You'll always have someone within speaking range if you'd like to. If you need anything, please ask."
Challenge accepted.
Thank you.
He's going to be a problem.
You're welcome. Can I get you anything else right now?
I think we'd just like to clean up, and then I'd like to talk to the governor.
Wonderful. We'll call for you when dinner is preparing.
We look forward to talking to the governor.
Okay. All right.
You're going to say, "Hello, Governor," aren't you?
Well, not anymore. Just killed my joke.
He's got to go think up another one. He's going to go take a while in his room.
So unless you guys have anything specific you want to do, we can take this time to sort of
It's rubbing his armpit.
get cleaned up and get mended and such.
Montage.
Nin, they have like sort of a town cleric who can help you get healed back up.
That would be lovely.
If anybody else is injured, which I don't think anybody is at the moment.
It was just me. I took the monkey.
You guys are all.
I'm
you're all
covered in
cleaned up.
blood, but it's not mine.
So they don't.
They're like, oh.
Lily, they don't. Sort of their method for repairing clothing is a little bit different. So
They just burn
you
it.
end well, this is garbage. So they sort of use this this very fine like ivy like vine to stitch back up. So they don't like replace that panel of your garment, but it has this very defined like this has obviously been repaired. It's like what's the name of that stuff where you patch the cracked porcelain with gold?
Kintsugi.
All I can think of is spackle, and I know that's not what you're talking about.
That's the one. Thank you. Yes.
Spackle.
Yeah, the plaster of Paris. It's that one.
Kintsugi.
Kintsugi, yeah, where they like this has been broken, but now it is beautiful in its repair. That's sort of what their style is here, right? So you have this very interesting and intricate, almost like embroidered like patterns. They use living vines to do this, but they also stitch them into vine patterns around there. So the bit that was torn is sewn shut, but it also has like additional sort of embellishments around it as sort of a memento of the town's artisans. So that's a thing that you have. It doesn't do anything, but it keeps
It's
the
a
breeze out of
reminder
your
of my
sleeve.
monkey battle.
Yeah, it makes it real pretty though.
Yeah.
You know me, I like pretty
$68,000.
Yeah, we'll send the bill.
to a bunch of monkeys.
To the
You hear that, monkeys? You're paying for this.
You're doing.
Yep. You hadn't jumped inside this dress.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
Wouldn't have needed to fix it.
So a couple hours go by. You have some time to kind of, if you want to explore the town, you're welcome to. Otherwise, we can just kind of wave that away and say, hey, here we are. Once the sun starts to set, you can see that it's sort of like dusk outside. Marn comes back and says, I hope you're all dressed and ready for dinner. Food should be served shortly if you'd like to follow me.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening to episode 3 of this season of the Gamer Chick RPG show.
Hooray!
We did it.
I think that's probably just the parenthetical name of this show.
We
Hooray,
did it.
we did it.
Hooray, we did it.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm celebrating our victories.
Yeah. Good job.
I feel good about that.
You guys had a little bit of trouble in this particular episode. I remember
Nope.
those.
That was all what we intended to do.
I'm sure that's true.
Yeah.
But I would definitely classify that as trouble.
Well, sure.
But you guys finally made it through, and
We made it.
yeah, you finally moved on to the next plot point.
Rantak killed all those monkeys. Thank God he was there.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that is what we keep him around for.
Yeah.
To kill monkeys.
He's specifically.
Exclusively.
Yeah, his character is like very highly specialized. He's not really qualified to do kind of anything else.
Yeah.
But like that's his one thing that he does very well. But I think we were a little more even-handed when we wrote up the character sheets for Nin and Lilea.
Sure.
Do you find that to be? Do you think they should be more specialized, like Rantak is, just for different sets of skills, or
Well,
does it?
I'm very specialized in stealth.
Yeah,
I sort of disappear anytime we have a stealth thing.
that is true.
Just not really super important for stealth with those monkeys. So,
Yeah, they pretty much knew where you were going to be.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess Lilea does have pretty impressive magic stats. Like
Yeah. She just didn't
she rolls
use
a lot of
any
dice.
of them.
Well, she did, but just
Not
they were
with the
not very,
monkeys.
like her rolls were pretty terrible.
Yeah.
And I think she also maybe didn't want to spend a bunch of her
Her spell slots.
spells on
That makes sense.
some like a random monkey encounter in a town that's abandoned. So I can't argue with that decision making process, but it's, here we are. We're almost halfway through this season,
Yeah.
and we are just now getting to sort of one of the bigger. We're going to spend a bit of time here in this next area.
Correct.
I was thinking that while I would have liked to have gotten here a little earlier, story-wise, I think that it's appropriate. Like we needed to have all the experiences that we had prior to this in order for the rest of it to sort of bear itself out.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And can we talk for a moment about how that abandoned town was based on Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls?
Yes, I was waiting until you guys actually made it out of there before we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like hide it super well.
No.
I certainly figured that you would catch on. I can never like sneak a pop culture reference into any of my games without you immediately calling attention to it.
Sorry.
So I was kind of glad that in this one, that whenever you did figure it out, you just played along.
Yeah.
And you didn't like call it out immediately, because it was a gift.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And in turn, me not calling it out
Was your
also
gift.
a gift.
Yes, I appreciate that too. But it had the gazebo and it had Luke's, and I was gonna have Miss Patty's, but like if nothing happened at Luke's, at Duke's, I guess was what we called it.
Yep.
I was gonna have some sort of weird encounter at Miss Patty's with some sort of like shuffling, like zombie situation, but it didn't really fit the.
Well, we
Didn't really fit
need
the
it
story.
because the monkeys were.
Yeah, they kept you guys busy for a pretty long time.
Yeah. So maybe that other stuff did happen. We just
Yeah, that happened to a bunch of other adventurers who
never
came
got
through
to it.
after you guys.
it just was finished before we were done with the monkeys, and then
So I do want to tease something that'll come up in the rest of the season. This was the first time for the show that I had run it a little bit more like I run my home games, where I will sort of create a set of encounters or a scenario, and I'll do a bunch of those and sort of just present like the door to each of those, and then let you guys pick where they go. For the previous 2 seasons, I had a pretty clear story mapped out,
sure.
and we followed those to the letter. But for this one, I had stuff built, and then I let you guys just kind of find your way to it and sort of pick which threads you were going to follow.
Right.
So there are probably times, and I haven't listened back yet, but I'm guessing there are probably times where maybe it gets a little meandery here and there while you guys are trying to figure out what you want to do.
We're like putting things together and
Yeah, but I feel like we got there. When we finally got there, it was, and it didn't take a terribly long time. I'm not trying to like make an excuse because the rest of the season is going to be terrible. It's not.
it's all makeover montages.
Yes.
5 episodes of makeover montages.
And we meet some cool characters. I'm pretty excited about those.
Yeah.
We every once in a while there's like a memorable NPC that pops up, and we hadn't had any yet this season, but we're getting real close, and I'm pretty excited about that. So that'll be fun. If you guys haven't already, go to gamerchick.podbean.com and check out the extras and downloads page, and you can get the character sheets. You can get a blank form fillable character sheet. You can download the map, and you can check out what the world of the Gamerchick RPG actually looks like. It's a good time.
It's cool.
Yeah, we love it. All right, I think that's probably going to do it for us. Special thanks again to John Albright and Buddy Goettsch for the use of our fabulous theme song.
If you are going to talk about the show, which I encourage you to do, please hashtag it GCRPG on Twitter or on Facebook, and then we can find you and interact with you.
Yeah, that'll do it for us.
And it'll do it for you.
All of us.
For everyone.
The Royal Us.
Yeah.
All right, Royal Us, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye.
Oh, bye.
We're saying bye-bye.
Oh, I didn't know what we were doing.